What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Acura Audio Garage. Today we're going to be talking about adding amplifiers to your ILX. So if you're on the factory radio and you don't want to change to an aftermarket radio, then these harnesses and the demonstration in this video I'm about to show you, it's going to help you a ton. If you're looking for the Acura ILX dash kit, we have it available on our website. It's going to be shipping really soon. I want to say by the end of this month. But alright, let's move on. So here's the pinout if you have an ILX. All your speakers are here except your satellite speakers. They're on a separate connector, but don't worry about those. This is the meat and potatoes of what you're looking for right here. So this is the base radio in your ILX. I know mine looks crazy. Don't worry about that. What you need to worry about are the connectors right back here. This is what the back of your ILX base stereo looks like all year. So from 13 to 22, if you have an ILX that's a base, this is what it's going to look like. I know there's an extra connector here. You don't have it. Don't worry about it. We're worried about this guy. So this guy has your outputs to all your speakers. You can use this harness from Metra. Let me get you the part number. Here we go. So it's the AXLOC-HN2 to add a subwoofer amplifier to the factory radio. Real simple. Remember, this is on the base, so you have no subwoofer. Metra sells this package right here that combines these two items to give you a plug-play installation for an aftermarket subwoofer amplifier only. So this is going to plug into the back of your factory stereo. And you're going to lock that in. Then this is where the factory connection goes. So we'll lock that in place. After you've connected the harness, the additional parts that come in your kit plug into here. So this is your line out converter. Your RCA output for your subwoofer comes out of here. So now you have RCAs. And then you're also given this wire that plugs into your bass knob. So this you can mount in the front to adjust the bass level. And this plugs in right into here. And then the other end plugs into here. So we have verified this and tested this. Sometimes this line right here is faulty and your subwoofer knob doesn't work the best. But to generate an output for subwoofers, this works real simple, real easy. And Metra, the harness here, even though the colors might not make sense for your ILX, it all works correctly, and you can easily add a subwoofer amplifier to the factory radio on your bass. Remember that this uses your rear speakers, so purple is rear right, green is rear left, to generate a subwoofer signal, and it also generates a turn-on signal from you with some signal sense. This is enough to get you a subwoofer going, but I think the better signal is in your front speakers. You can rework this harness to use front speaker signal. So overall, this is a very versatile product that we're going to start carrying. At the end of the month, we should be getting our shipment. And here's the part number if you're looking for it. But this is something for your base ILX. Now let's move on to your premium and navigation system ILX. If you have a 2013 to a 2015 base model ILX, you can upgrade to a double DIN radio. It's pretty simple. We have the harnesses, we sell the kit, it's all plug and play. If you have a 16 to 18 premium with navigation or with the dual screens, then the upgrade is a lot harder, and this isn't something I recommend unless you really know what you're doing. If you want to amplify your sound or get better sound, I'll show you what solutions are available for you. So if your ILX has the premium system or navigation, you already have a factory subwoofer, you can capture the factory subwoofer signal with this T harness and then send that signal to a line out converter to generate a signal for your subwoofer to use. That's something that's been available for a while. We have it on our website. It's ready to go. When it gets a little bit more complicated is when you want to amplify the entire system. So here's the factory amplifier out of an ILX, and here's the factory pinout out of an ILX. So you can see all my speakers are on this main connector. This is for a premium, but your navigation equipped is going to be extremely similar. The only thing is it's going to have an additional connector, but we don't need to worry about that. The pinout's all the same. This one's just missing the center out, so this center speaker and this center speaker aren't here. That's this gap down here. But ultimately, in your premium or ELS equipped ILX, what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect that connector, you're going to plug this connector back into here, and you're going to plug this one into the factory connection. So once you have this plugged in, you can begin capturing the output of the factory amplifier by simply cutting the lines that you want. So they're all labeled, so if you want your front speakers, your rear speakers, etc., you can cut those lines and send one side to a DSP and the other side to your amplifier. So some DSP options you might consider is this PBX DSP8. We have a video coming out on this soon, so make sure you stay tuned. Or if you have a bigger budget, then you can look at the Artisan Bit Node. This has more features than this guy right here, but just know that both the solutions will work. You do need something with summing. So this DSP right here from Metra, they have a solution, but this doesn't sum correctly, and it doesn't allow you to choose which channels to sum. And that's super important because in your ILX, you have separate outputs for your woofers and your tweeters. So right here, you can see front left speaker positive, front left speaker negative, front left tweeter positive, front left tweeter negative. So you need to be able to sum these together so you can generate a full range output to your amplifier. So the DSP-8 comes with the necessary harnesses that you can bring together to create those low level outputs that you need for your amplifiers. So you're going to splice these together to ultimately make one harness that goes into the DSP, and then out of the other side of the DSP, you have all your RCA outputs. Now this DSP has 8 channels of outputs. So you can install an amplifier for your front speakers, rear deck speakers, and for your subwoofer. I think this DSP is going to provide a lot of value for you guys, so make sure you check it out. We'll start selling it soon, and we'll have a full review video coming up. But that's how you would integrate or add amplifiers to the factory radio on your, I want to say this is going to cover 16 to 22 ILX. If you have any questions or if something isn't clear, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing detailed videos on how to do this stuff. But right now, I'm just sharing my theories with you and some of the options that you have. If you want to see this content, make sure you give the video a like so we know that we are investing time into something that is actually helping people and not just content that's going to go unwatched. But all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the ILX. Thanks for watching.